Hey vinyl community, it's Mike, the Aural Retentive. I went today and sold, or tried to sell, I should say, a couple boxes full of CDs. Basically I had LP boxes, and I had two of them full of CDs. And I took them to a place that normally buys CDs, and he took quite a while looking through them, and while he was looking through them, I was browsing, found a few things, and got up to the counter, and he was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna pass on all these." I'm like, "Wow, okay." And then he saw I had some stuff in my hand, so he's like, "Well, there was a few that I was kind of on the fence on," so I pulled out a stack, like maybe like 8 CDs or whatever, and he's like, "We'll trade for half what you got there," or whatever. I'm like, yikes. But I did pick up some good stuff, and I have, a box and 9/10 of CDs left to sell at, another place that'll be less picky maybe, because most of them were in fantastic shape. But they sell a lot of stuff, and they must have stock. So anyway, done whining about that. So here's what I bought. First up, Elvis Costello Trust, $2. I went through a really, really serious Elvis Costello. Well, I won't call it a phase because I still love Elvis Costello. Well, I'm sporting my Wanda Key hat today, by the way. But there were a few albums of his that I didn't get into back in the day. And this was one of them. I don't know, it just didn't strike me the right way. But I played this tonight, and particularly Clubland and Shot with His, here's the track listing. Shot with His Own Gun is fantastic. I don't know, maybe I didn't really like the cover that much, for another thing. I think I picked up a copy of My Name Is True, which is, of course, mine and almost everybody's favorite, right? But there's like another one. I think it was Taking Liberties, which I think is like a compilation, or like a bunch of mini songs. I mean, there's like a crazy amount of songs on it. Well, this is a lot on this one too, but yeah, that one didn't really reach me when I listened to it then either. But now I'm, I dug it. So I played this tonight, yeah, and it was really good. Sure as hell worth $2. So there you go. And then speaking of bad covers, this is J. Geils Band, Ladies Invited. This cover is terrible. This is terrible. And I love me some J. Geils Band, for sure. But I can tell you for a fact that I had no idea what songs are on this, because every time I've seen it, I'm like, ooh, that's a terrible cover, and I went past it. You're never going to be able to read those. This has got Did You Know Wrong, I Can't Go On, Lay Your Good Thing Down, That's Why I'm Thinking of You, No Doubt About It, The Lady Makes Demands, My Baby Don't Love Me, Diddy Boppin', Take a Chance on Romance, and Chimes. And it's got this like foily shiny thing on the back. This is also $2. And this is fantastic and clean. Both of these, despite being only $2, are fantastically clean. They're great. And this is a great album. I don't know why I never got it before, so. I don't know. You can't judge a book by its cover, but man, this one sure turned me off for many, 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 many years. But I've been getting, recently, some of the missing J. Geils Band albums from my collection, and that was one of them. And they've been really good, so So this one, it looks to be in pretty rough shape. Not the album necessarily, but the outside is certainly... Looks like it had a library card taped on here at one time, and they tore it all off. This is Joni Mitchell. I have no idea what the name of it is. Ladies of the Canyon. This is one that's got Big Yellow Taxi on it. And I had actually never really seen this one before, so I thought I'd check it out. Just lyrics on the inside. So yeah, Joni Mitchell. I think she does almost, or the early ones she did art, her own art. Trying to read it quick. Doesn't say. It's got Paul Horn on clarinet. Interesting. Paul Horn. So here's a real aside for you. But I've seen the name Paul Horn a few times in the past year or so. And I'm like, man, I remember that for some reason. And it turns out I remembered, so my dad had a bunch of Paul Horn albums. I guess during the 60s, early 70s, he had a huge run of albums where he took his flute and stuff and played in these really weird places. Like, he played at the Taj Mahal, whatever. But my dad had an album where he played his flute in caves. I should try to find that one. But I remember listening to that and go to my dad's place, and he had the bizarrest record collection. And so ultimately, I would have to listen to whatever was there. And so one day I whipped out these Paul Horn albums, and I'm like, it was like echoey flute noise and like dripping, and it was really bizarre. I'll have to look for those. Okay, so those are the $2 albums, and then I got 3 others, and these are Hipgnosis covers. Woo! My first Hipgnosis of 2017. And they're all from the same band, Wishbone Ash. So this one I have not listened to yet, actually, but this is one of their famous ones. I've seen this one a lot, but I've never checked it out. It's on MCA. This is There's the Rub. Oh yeah, right there. You see that? Am I pointing to the right one? Right down there. Sleeve designed by Hipgnosis. I never really understood the deal with this picture on the cover, but evidently this is something that cricket players do. I don't know. Look it up. So I haven't listened to that one, but I have listened to the next 2. Wishbone Ash 4. Or Wishbone 4, I guess is the name of this one. Also on MCA. This one happened to come with the original insert. This is a picture of them rocking out. Can you get that on? There we go. This one I did listen to, and here's what I have to say about it. It's good. So the other... Oh, man. So this is why you never take anything out of the sleeve when you're videoing. Some of the earlier Wishbone Ash albums that I got, not the early ones, but like last year, they sounded a little cold and technical. I mean, it's really kind of growing on me, but this album sounds more like, kind of more rock and roll. I don't know if they didn't go jazzy, but I think they were kind of enamored of studio tricks and stuff, and I don't know. I'm not the best reviewer, but this album is really good. There's a little bit in it that reminds me of Rush, I guess, just maybe in the writing style, but it was really good. This has the checklist for that one. Yeah, I would definitely listen to this one again. And last but not least, Argus. This is, by the way, this is the Hipgnosis album cover too, by the way. I don't see it listed, but I know it's on the list. I'll have to look at the insert. But this one's Argus. This one is supposedly their finest work. And I agree. This was really, really good. There's 3 songs on side 1 and 4 on side 2. I don't know if you'll be able to read that, but that's the track list. Kind of. Well, it's got a nice wraparound cover, Hipgnosis wraparound cover. Trying to just think of how to describe this. It has a very kind of Old English, Baroque kind of feel to it. Some acoustic parts, and some parts where they just are shredding. So, I mean, it's a really nice mix, of sounds. I can see why people talk about this album in particular. It's really good. So yeah, Argus. And like I said, I did listen to this one and it's really good. I think there's only one or 2 more Wishbone Ash albums that I need to complete their Hipgnosis catalog. I think that's all I have to show. So there will be a new total on the Hipgnosis cover tote board, totals board, yeah. So watch for that. But otherwise that's it. So talk to y'all later. Bye bye.